parade will be unveiled. Can you guess who it is? I don't have any clues at the moment, but the big announcement is coming up.
Well, it's not me,
Not Andy.
so you can mark that off your list. Coming up in entertainment, Al Pacino had a pretty difficult bout with COVID, and what he's saying almost happened to him. Plus, the coolest city in America, could it be here in Hollywood, in East Hollywood? Really? That's all coming up.
I'm with Andy. It's not me. I won't be the Grand Marshal this year. I was that close.
Oh, you were robbed.
Man, I was robbed. Here we go. Beautiful weather for today. Let's hope we have a beautiful day. We usually do end up in the parade having a beautiful day when the world is watching on New Year's Day. Still some cloud, fog, and haze in the downtown area. It'll be clearing up by about mid-morning. Coastal area 71. At the moment, downtown 68, going for a high of 85 degrees. So, yeah, those clouds will clear out and warm things up. San Fernando Valley, 76 here already, with a high of about 105 in some of the cities. 87, Orange County Inland Empire from 80 to 99. At the moment, the high desert 83. They're also going to be hot at 98 degrees with a little bit of a breeze out there. Jessica, back to you.
Mark, thank you. Multiple events happening today to commemorate the one-year anniversary of the deadly attack on Israel by the terror group Hamas. The October 7th attack triggering the ongoing war and humanitarian crisis in Gaza. KTLA's Jacqueline Sarkeesian live this morning in Beverly Hills, where a remembrance ceremony was held earlier this morning. Jacqueline, good morning to you.
Hi, good morning to you as well. Yes, that ceremony happening at 6:29 to be exact, because that is when the attack happened exactly 1 year ago. The ceremony taking place at what's temporarily being called the October 7th Memorial Park. The horn was played during complete silence to reenact what it was like the morning of the attack last year. Organizers of today's memorial say it happened while people were sleeping and were tragically woken up by the harsh sounds of rockets. Today marks the first anniversary of the deadly Hamas attack that has since triggered a war in the Middle East. Killed about 1,200 people, took about 250 hostages. The anniversary caps 12 months of loss and trauma for both Israelis and Palestinians. More than 41,000 Palestinians have been killed during Israel's counterattack, with roughly 100 Israelis still held captive. The ceremony today featured several speakers, including actor Ben Savage.
I just think this has been a very difficult year for not just Israel, not for the Middle East, but for the entire world. And I just think it's important for these events for us to show that we're together and that we're united.
It's gut-wrenching to see what's going on, but this memorial, at least we remember those souls that died, not just Jewish, Israelis, Americans, but of all nationalities. And each one of those is represented by a flag here.
And this morning's ceremony, one of several taking place throughout LA County and really all across the world. Those speakers going on to say that they will not stop bringing awareness to what's happening until all of the hostages have been released. Reporting live from Beverly Hills, Jacqueline Sarkeesian, KTLA 5 News.
Jacqueline, thank you. Breaking news now. The U.S. Supreme Court declining to hear arguments in the Biden administration's challenge to Texas's near-total abortion ban. Biden administration claims federal law requires Texas hospitals to provide abortion care in emergencies. In a decision issued without explanation, the court left in place a lower ruling that says hospitals cannot be required to provide a procedure that violates Texas law. Texas has one of the country's strictest abortion bans. Last term, the high court sent a similar case out of Idaho back to the lower courts for further consideration.
Well, Democratic vice presidential running mate Tim Walz is here in Los Angeles after a weekend of fundraising events in our state. Meantime, former President Donald Trump attended a rally at the site of his first assassination attempt in Pennsylvania over the weekend. Vice President Kamala Harris has been busy as well. Annie Rose Ramos live in our newsroom with all the details. Good morning.
Well, Vice President Kamala Harris now in the middle of a week-long media blitz. We're talking podcast, exclusive TV interviews, even a town hall across multiple mediums to reach as many people as possible. Now, here's a look at her packed week. An interview with 60 Minutes airing on CBS tonight. Then she's got Howard Stern's radio show tomorrow, along with The View. She's doing the Colbert Show and a Univision town hall on Thursday. Now, in a new interview on the popular podcast among young women called Call Her Daddy, this was out over the weekend, Harris addresses former President Donald Trump's claim that Democrats want to allow the execution of babies after birth.
Some states are executing babies after birth. Can you just clarify?
That is not happening anywhere in the United States. It is not happening, and it's a lie. It's a bold-faced lie.
And Mr. Trump back in the state of Pennsylvania over the weekend at the same site where he survived an assassination attempt back in July, joined by billionaire tech executive Elon Musk.
This is no ordinary election. The other side wants to take away your freedom of speech. They want to take away your right to bear arms.
Now, Harris is a gun owner, but has received criticism for supporting mandatory gun buyback programs in the past. Now, you're looking at Musk pushing a petition on his social media platform X, offering $47 to every registered voter who refers others to sign the petition. This is an initiative launched by Musk's Political Action Committee, or PAC group, seeking to gather 1 million signatures from voters in key swing states. The petition aims to support free speech and the right to bear arms. Now, new this morning, a report finding just how much Trump or Harris would drive up the national debt. Both campaigns presenting their own economic visions, promising voters things like tax cuts and affordable housing policies. But this report shows at what cost. You can see here Harris's plan would boost the national debt by $3.5 trillion, and Trump's plan would spike the debt by $7.5 trillion. Here's what the candidates are saying about it.
We will end inflation and we will make America affordable again because the prices are too high.
My economic plan would strengthen America's economy. His would weaken it.
But pardon me, Madam Vice President, the question was, how are you going to pay for it?
Well, one of the things is I'm going to make sure that the richest among us who can afford it pay their fair share in taxes. It is not right.
Now, CBS says former President Donald Trump initially agreed to be on the 60 Minutes election special, but backed out. And Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, he's here in Los Angeles today doing a little media blitz of his own. He'll be appearing on Jimmy Kimmel Live later today. Reporting from the newsroom, Annie Rose Ramos, KTLA 5 News.
Annie Rose, you're so cute. I could just look at her. She's like, when are they going to go to something else? We're going to get to Pasadena momentarily.
Yes, we want to find
because
out.
they're going to name our Grand Marshal for 2025, Mark.
There's no clues
in the
or hints
meantime-
out.
Nope.
No.
They don't say like male, female, or,
No.
actor, singer, nothing.
The theme is cherished memories. But again, that really helps us
That does
in
not
no way.
help. Zero.
Yeah, that's going to be, here we
we're
go.
back.
Oh, here we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, as president of the Tournament of Roses and a lifelong tennis fan and player, it is my honor and privilege to welcome the Grand Marshal of the 2025 Tournament of Roses, Billie Jean King.